Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
It all comes down to this. Candidates barnstorm the state as Michigan emerges as a last-minute battleground. And come tomorrow morning, it'll be time to ditch the talk and decide for yourself. Just under 14 hours away from the polls opening here in Michigan, and you can tell our state is crucial for both candidates.
You know, this map right here tells the story. Both candidates, President Obama, Governor Mike Pence, and a host of surrogates, all making appearances across the state of Michigan just today. And with less than a day to go, the stakes couldn't be higher. As
we come to you here at 5 today, we are covering it all. Rhonda Walker is at Democracy Plaza at NBC in New York. Guy Gordon is following all the stops today from the GOP.
We'll get to them in just a minute, but we want to start things off with our Mara McDonald. She is just outside Grand Rapids on campus at Grand Valley State University, where Hillary Clinton just wrapped up a rally. Mara?
Good afternoon to you, Carmen. Take a look behind me. Clinton is leaving the stage right now. She's been shaking hands and talking to the students out here. She stuck to her usual stump speech out here, you know, talking about how she's going to provide infrastructure jobs, public education as far as the college level being free, equal pay for equal work. But what we did hear out here today that was different is a few more personal anecdotes. She doesn't usually get very personal or warm at these rallies. She was today, and she also took some time for a little bit of levity. And of course, it was aimed at Donald Trump. Take a listen.
I did stand for 4.5 hours with Donald Trump on the stage, proving conclusively I have the stamina to be president of the United States. But I have to say, in addition to that, there were so many things that he said that, of course, I sometimes was surprised by. But the theme that ran through of much of his rhetoric was the presentation of a dark and divisive vision for America.
Clinton's numbers in Michigan have been moderately soft. At least the polling that we have seen suggests that they are soft, which is why you see the candidate in the heart of West Michigan conservatism today. She also brought out her A-team, and it doesn't get more A-team than the President of the United States stumping for her in Ann Arbor. Take a listen.
But tomorrow, you will choose whether we continue this journey of progress or whether it all goes out the window. Tomorrow, you get to choose between a politics of blame and divisiveness and resentment, or you can choose a politics that says we're all stronger together.
Back here live, it is an amazing day in Michigan that we actually have multiple candidates here. We have the President of the United States here, and while I've been covering the Democrats so far today, my colleague Guy Gordon is in Detroit, where the GOP has been hitting the ground running as well. Guy?
Oh, they sure are. Normally when we talk about a Michigan blitz, we're talking about a Wolverine pass rush. No, this is a Michigan blitz on the part of the Trump campaign. Donald Trump Jr. here at RubPub just an hour ago. We also saw Ivanka, Tiffany Trump, the nominee himself coming in later tonight, and Mike Pence making 2 visits in the span of 1 day, leaving and then coming back later on this evening. Why? Because they know the path to the White House means that they have to take a Hillary Clinton blue state and turn it red. They've decided that Michigan is the best place to do that. Why? Because her minority turnout appears low, and also it appears that some of the never-Trump Republicans are willing to reconsider.
And it's time to come home to make sure Michigan does its part to ensure that Hillary Clinton is never elected president of the United States of America. It's time to come home.
From the tip of the mitten to the bottom, Trump's surrogates were inviting reluctant Republicans to join their movement by appealing to mainstream issues. Fears of a Clinton Supreme Court, defending the Second Amendment and right to life, and to repeal Obamacare, which Pence compared to a Samsung cell phone.
We're going to pull it off the market so it stops burning up our wallets.
Hillary Clinton is being protected by a totally rigged system. And now it's up to the American people to deliver justice at the ballot box tomorrow. That's what's going to happen.
Ivanka Trump reaching out to suburban women near Grand Rapids, touting her father's dependent care accounts to fund child and elder care.
You can contribute money, pre-tax dollars, that roll over from year to year.
Yeah, that's great.
And that money can be utilized for care in the manner that the family sees fit.
And finally, a novel closing from Governor Pence, asking for votes, but also asking Americans to pray for our country.
He'll hear from heaven, and he'll heal this land.
And that is a real question coming out of this incredibly divisive campaign. How do we heal and come together and unify after this? It has been such a mess. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, Carmen and Devin going to be talking to Donald Trump Jr. We will hear from him. We will also see why the turnout in Detroit has become so critical and where it is right now. We have some new numbers that are very big indicators as to what will happen to turnout tomorrow here in the city. We're live from downtown Detroit. I'm Guy Gordon, Local 4. Back to you.